jewels of the Ibero Sea. Long a center of naval commerce, the people here have struggled throughout history for dominion over these shores. Finally, there rose a man to put an end to this conflict, Dorgalawa Oberyn. History would know him as the Dynast King. Dorgalawa took the disparate races of men calling the islands home and united them as one.
Tactics Ogre.
I cannot steal a moment's peace. What now?
It's the Bokrim, Your Grace. They've marched on Rhyme.
What? That's absurd.
Our riders send word that the battle is already joined.
What news of the city? Has it fallen?
No, Your Grace. The Zenobian knights have managed to hold her walls. But they cannot long last against the Bokrim siege. They've requested immediate reinforcement.
Very well. Summon Leonar.
Begging Your Grace's pardon, Sir Leonar rode for Amorica at daybreak.
Yes, of course. Bring quill and parchment. Leonar must know of this. And ready the fastest courser in Caritani.
At once, Your Grace.
What is Lodis scheming, eh? With Balbatos gone, old alliances turn to ash. Confound them all!
Here he is, sure as the wind. I half worried the Bokrim had got the best of him.
So this boy is the hero butcher of Balmamusa, is he?
Zapan, you coward! What have you done with my sister?
You know what's to be done, then?
Aye, well enough. I don't give a fig for no bounty, long as his head rolls. I had old friends at Balmamusa. They'll rest better with him beneath the earth.
Pardon the parley, Denham, and a few matters needed tending. Your sister's safe and sound within the castle. But you're not believing with her, except in by force.
By force, then.
I didn't know. I was too quick to judge. The spirits have told me everything. Forgive me, Denim. The wheel finally comes around. With luck, I'll find my sons waiting.
Oh, fat lot of good she was, that mealy old hag.
If Zapan thinks I'll abandon my sister, he's sorely mistaken. Zapan! Vice! What are you doing?
You can't! We were allies!
Fool. I know the proper use for a hostage.
No!
You're next, Denim.
What have you done with Koshua?
Denim!
Unhand my sister!
Oh, I will. But first, you and I have a score to settle.
There must be some other way. Hear me out!
Talk, talk, talk. Let our steel speak instead.
Vice, it doesn't have to end like this.
Ever since we were boys, you could do no wrong. They lavished praise on you while I looked on, forgotten. Is it because of our fathers, do you think? The son of a respected Abuna and the son of a loutish drunkard. It was a relief when he died. But nothing changed. Why did they hate me? What flaw have I that you have not?
This is a fantasy. You're my friend. What became of our friendship?
Did I hide my hatred so well? I was never your friend. Oh, how I envied you. Your father, the good Abuna, Your sister, all beauty and grace.
Koshua thinks of you as a second brother.
If you could only hear yourself. You've always been the one she cares for. Not even your father was good enough for her. You're the only one she trusts. The only one she loves.
No, it's not too late. Whatever you may say, I was a friend to you, and I would be so again.
I want no betrayer for a friend. The Duke and Leonard have placed their faith in me. They are friends enough.
They only use you. When you've outlived that usefulness, they'll throw you to the wolves.
You have it the wrong way round. I am no babe in the woods, wailing for companionship. I am the wolf, and I will use them as I see fit.
Zapan! Vice! What are you doing?
You can't! We were allies!
Fool. I know the proper use for a hostage.
No!
You're next, Denim.
What have you done with Koshua?
Denim!
unhand my sister.
Oh, I will. But first, you and I have a score to settle.
There must be some other way. Hear me out.
Talk, talk, talk. Let our steel speak instead.
Vice, it doesn't have to end like this.
Ever since we were boys, you could do no wrong. They lavished praise on you while I looked on, forgotten. Is it because of our fathers, do you think? The son of a respected Abuna, and the son of a loutish drunkard. It was a relief when he died. But nothing changed. Why did they hate me? What flaw have I that you have not?
This is a fantasy. You're my friend. What became of our friendship?
Did I hide my hatred so well? I was never your friend. Oh, how I envied you. Your father, the good Abuna. Your sister, all beauty and grace.
Joshua thinks of you as a second brother.
If you could only hear yourself. You've always been the one she cares for. Not even your father was good enough for her. You're the only one she trusts. The only one she loves.
It's not too late. Whatever you may say, I was a friend to you, and I would be so again.
I want no betrayer for a friend. The Duke and Leonard have placed their faith in me. They have friends enough.
They only use you. When you've outlived that usefulness, they'll throw you to the wolves.
You have it the wrong way round. I am no babe in the woods, wailing for companionship. I am the wolf, and I will use them as I see fit.
Enough of this! Steady your blades!
But he's as good as dead!
Easy, Vice! Our circumstance has changed.
But it was you who ordered his death!
Stop talking and listen. You'll want to hear this too, Denham. Rhyme has fallen. The Buckram will soon be here.
But Sir Lancelot...
Dead. Fled. I know not. But we no longer have the luxury of fighting amongst ourselves. Denham, you must join the Duke. What's done is done. Our true foe stands before us.
Have you gone mad? He's a traitor!
Enough, Vice. Did you hear nothing I said? I know why it is you fight, Denham. You dream of a world free of war and hatred. A worthy dream, and reasonable. But reason alone cannot move men to act. Is that how you want this to end? Will you let your father go unavenged? Join us. If not for yourself, then for the Wallister.
never rejoin you. You're no different from the Bakram. You are beaten. It is you who chase a dream. Nothing true was ever built without sweat and sacrifice.
What now? Do you go on trying to bend the world to your will?
I'm not so arrogant as that, but I will show our people there is another way. I believe they can rise above this pettiness.
While we walk the earth, there will ever be conflict. A man will kill another over a husk of bread if not restrained. It falls on us to rein in these base creatures and bring order to the world. They crave a master to lead them, to give them purpose.
There is truth in your words, but still I must trust them. I don't know what to believe. Why do I fight? Why do any of us?
Perhaps you will understand in time. These are demons you alone can face. Now go, Denham. Take your sister and leave this place.
What are you doing? You can't just let him leave!
Go. See the world as it is and dispel your doubts. Search the isles. Search all the world. You will not find what you seek. When your hope has died, come back. I'll be waiting.
You'll wait a long time.
Denham!
Let him go. He must come to us willingly, or not at all.
We may regret letting him live.
Should it come to that, I'll put him down myself.
No, let it be me.
Am I so naive? Do I know so little of the world?
Four weeks had passed since the fall of Rhine. But while the Bakram armies took the Archaeopolis, the fierce resistance of the Holy Knight Lancelot and his men took a heavy toll on the attackers, and the Bakram were forced to halt their advance. Meanwhile, Duke Ronway's forces were occupied dealing with the supporters of Bolbatos who had declared against the Wallister. The Duke knew that something had to be done if the tide of battle was to be turned. To that end, the Duke assembled a great host at Almorica Castle to stand against the Bakram threat, while at the same time secretly dispatching an envoy to treat with the Dark Knights and delay them taking the field. Having denied the Duke, Denham went into hiding, waiting for the right time to strike at his former lord. Outraged at such betrayal, the Duke named Denham a traitor. He placed a bounty on his head and tasked Sir Leonard to hunt him down and kill him. Now, fearing for his life, Denham made ready to leave Port Ashton.
What am I to do with you, Barbus, huh? One cannot deny your insubordination. To act without leave of the High Champion is strictly forbidden, whatever the circumstance. Time and again you were ordered to return, and each time you've ignored your orders. Only now do you deign to grace these halls. I am galled.
Galling, yes. The obstinate lout. Go on. Beg forgiveness.
You talk too much, Martin, and I have an ill temper.
What was I to do? Deny the Regent? Impossible.
We do not answer to Branton. Speak true. You learned that the Zenobian knights were in Rhyme and sought to do battle. Is it not so?
Enough, Balsaphon. What's done is done.
Welcome back, Lord Commander. Ah, I see Ozma and Oz accompany you.
What word of the Wallister?
On that matter, we have a messenger here from the Duke.
Well, let's hear him then.
The Resistance messenger may enter.
Such a grave assemblage of knights, with the blood on their armor to prove it.
Insolence!
Breathe easy, old man. You'll suffer a bout of the yellow bile. Besides, it is we who have been wronged here. Oath-breaking is a foul business.
So, the Duke is piqued. What would you have us do?
Don't worry. I won't ask you to go prostrating yourselves in apology. We would know the lie of your hearts, that's all.
What if I told you our hearts yearn to see Almorica in flames?
Then I'd shed a tear for the people whom I would expect to suffer in a conflict to follow. As I would expect you to lose the favor of every lord who ever sat a throne, in this land or beyond.
Lancelot, I will not suffer any more insults from this churl in our hall!
We maintain our position of neutrality, as before.
Were the Dark Knights that led the van at Rhyme equally neutral?
Oh, we're not infallible. There are always those who will act imprudently.
The Duke demands proof.
What kind of proof?
I'm glad you asked.
You are mistaken, sister. I do not do this to abet the Duke.
Oh? Who better to profit from the ousting of the Hierophant's men from Coritonai?
Will you two stop this ceaseless bickering? My head rings like a church bell. Oh, your look, Kashua, could singe the scales off a dragon.
So, you'll have your way or none at all, just like a child.
Me? A child? The days I have spent in the field fighting for the Wallister, only to realize it was not my clan for whom I fought. This clash between Wallister and Gulgastani is no more than a power struggle between Balbatos and the Duke, while we who serve suffer. It's not about who sits on the throne, it's about the pain all around us, sister. That's why I fight. Do you ever consider your countrymen at all? Or are you too consumed with your own travails to care?
I would ask the same of you. You've never considered me, not once.
Wait, sister!
Let her go. She has no ear for you right now.
You can't hide forever, Denim!
Oh, your reputation precedes you. A jest! 'Twas a jest! Hold on now! Wait for me!
are, Denham. I was beginning to think you'd gone to ground a corpse. My thanks for holding on to the head of yours till I could come claim it. the front had their hands full with you lot.
Good day. Be well.
Well. If it isn't Denham of Goliath, fancy meeting you here. I thought you fled across the waves for sure, headhunters baying at your heels. The wheel turns for me today. Your head will make a fine trophy, vice be damned. better to die at a traitor's hands than die a traitor myself.
The Duke outpaces haste itself. Sir Hector and his men are not returned, eh? Send word to the Lord Commander. Tell him to rally what troops he can. I will avenge my lord for Balbatos!
Hear me. We are not of the Wallister resistance.
What of it? You harbour no more love for us than they. We defend Galgastani honor to the last.
If you'll not listen to reason, perhaps your men will. You are defeated, routed by the Duke's armies, and yet you persist. Do you not see that this struggle leads nowhere? Or would you carry on the good Hierophant's work and rid the Isles of the Wallister?
You have us exact! We will fight until the seas run red with Wallister blood!
Do you all share her bloodlust? If we cross swords this day, the conflict will not end here. Those same swords will be taken up by your children and ours. Is that what you want? To me, it sounds a grievous error.
Denham of Goliath, you will answer for Gildora's death. Clever ploy, feigning to be at odds with the Duke, a deception worthy of Balmamusa.
I am not the Duke's man. It shames me to think I ever was. Men like you and the Duke think only of your own reward. Do not cast me among you.
How many have you slain to slake your own thirst, eh? There is blood enough on all our hands, boy.
And soon it will be your blood.
by a boy. Ah, piece of blood. Corinna is yours. You've bought it at a dear price.
Zabos, wait! Zabos has fled to Brigantis, then?
No doubt about it, my lord.
I have heard the castle stands empty. Its lord lost to the war.
In truth, no, my lord. As Grit and I sat invested, another force was to lay siege to Brigantis. The attack at Corytonai was only a feint to lure out the Duke's armies. The resistance would march unwitting into a trap. Then the greater force at Brigantis falls upon them to deliver the coup de grace. Your arrival, however, has left the plan in tatters.
Why tell me all this?
Unlike Zabos, I know when to bend the knee. And there's more.
Go on.
There are others in Brigantis Castle. Men and women who spoke against Balbatos and sought shelter. Zabos means to use them as hostages. The Resistance's lack of concern for Galgastani hostages makes little difference to him. He will dress the ramparts with their corpses before the castle falls. An example to those who would cross him.
The man's mad.
A foul business, my lord. I wanted no part of it.
I thank you for your candor. I will leave for Brigantis at once.
You've a noble heart, my lord.
Noble.
There's more to nobility than blood, my lord.
Sister, wait!
What does the great hero need of me?
Please, don't. You're still upset, aren't you?
If you have no urgent need, I'll be on my way.
Then you will return to Goliath?
I shall. Fight on as it please you. I don't give a fig for your war.
Then you abandon me.
It was you abandoned me!
Sister, I would never.
I've always been terrified of being alone.
Avenging our father. Is that not why you fight?
Why should I care to avenge him? He is no true father to us.
What?
I mean, we are orphans, brother. He is not our father. Not by blood, at any rate.
No. Who told you this? It's a lie. It must be.
It is no lie. I overheard him talking about it once, long ago. In all the world. You're the only family I have.
Why tell me this only now?
Because you're leaving me.
Leaving you? Scarce a moment goes by we are not at each other's side. And so it shall remain. I will never leave you.
There is the lie. You have chosen your war over your sister. How long until you cast me aside? Until you forget me altogether?
Never, sister.
I'm alone without you.
Koshua!
Oh, there's a familiar face. Welcome. Be well.
do move against Brigantis, Denim of Goliath.
Denim, you say? Then we are betrayed. Cursed sister.
Nothing I can't handle, Cressida. Go now. Inform Master Nibeth of our visitor.
What? And leave you here alone, Mother? You must permit me to stay, I beg you!
Do not worry yourself over me. Master Nibeth's artifact will serve, should it come to that. Now get you gone.
Have care, Mother.
Denizens of the Abyss, from the ink of blackest night, I summon you. Darkness to me! The blood of my dearest daughter stains your hands. Blood calls for blood.
Forgive me, Cressida. I go to walk with Moldova once more.
The air is chill. This would make a foul place for battle. Let's on to Brigantis.
That you stand before me can only mean my mother and I are forever parted.
It is she who profaned the dead. I'll not mourn her passing. Yield now, or rejoin her in the Everworld.
Hector! What are you doing here?
I've come on word of Master Nibeth. He foresaw these attacks on you and your mother. He is a necromancer, with power beyond our understanding. He sees much that escapes the ken of lesser men.
But Sir Zabos would never consent to divide his forces, few as they are.
The High Commander turned a blind eye when I made from the castle. You are the sister of my betrothed. May she rest in peace. I could not sit idle knowing the danger you faced.
Thank you, Hector.
There is no fiercer guardian of this place than your mother. Her absence is a warning.
This was their work.
Then we have all suffered a dire loss. Cressida, you should hurry to Brigantis. Let me deal with these dogs.
Rubbish! We fight them together. They've claimed my sister's life, and now my mother's. I owe them dear.
Please, Cressida. Master Nibeth ordered me to see you return safe to the castle. Go. For me, if not for him. After all we've lost, to lose you is more than I could bear.
I'll not go. Not for you, or my father, or anyone.
We are beaten. The High Commander would never say as much, but the people of Galgistan are no longer with us. Master Nibeth is not one to deny hard truths. He sees reality, and so he fears for your safety. I am a knight. I swore an oath to Galgistan. And your sister. I vowed to stand by them in life and in death. I beg you, save yourself. You must understand. Without you, who would there be to remember Moldova and me as we were?
My sister chose her husband well.
Now my love turns to vengeance, Denim of Goliath. am Hector de Dara, son of Priam, Knight of Gargistan. I thank the Father for bringing you before me this day, Denim of Goliath. On the souls of my destined wife and her mother, I swear you will not live to see another dawn. Denim of Goliath. Zabos may have met his match. I beg one kindness only. Cressida, my beloved sister. Take pity on her. Moldova, I return to your side.
This defies all reason.
There's no mistake, Lord Regent. The host of Almorica took no part in the siege of Crittenai.
Then Ronway will have no choice but to dispatch his own men to assault the castle. He'll send Sir Leonar. None other can take the field against the hero of Goliath.
A keen insight, my lord.
Very well. Assemble a force 5,000 strong from our armies here at Heim.
At once, my lord.
I beg you reconsider, Lord Regent. I trust you've not forgotten your arrangement with the High Champion. An arrangement with certain obligations. I must ask that you refrain from making any rash moves.
Obligations, you say? As I recall, you are obliged to grant me whatever aid I require to wrest control of these isles. Yet here I sit, waiting, while you lecture me about my obligations.
Stay your anger, Lord Regent. I meant only to suggest that provoking Almorica might not be the wisest course. Have patience. You'll see.
To hell with your patience and your counsel. You there, go. See that my orders are carried out.
Yes, my lord.
Your Eminence would make enemies of us.
Begging your pardon, Eminence, but we've just received a man claiming to be a messenger from Almorica.
A messenger? Here?
And a long ride it was. Are you the Regent?
Why do you hesitate? Swords!
Easy, lads. You wouldn't kill the messenger before you heard the message, would you?
Bold for one so young. Very well, let's have it.
I knew you'd listen to reason. Besides, I think you're going to like what you hear.
You're from Almorica. Who are you?
An upstanding member of the Resistance, naturally. I don't suppose you'd send away the old man, would you? Delicate business, this.
Boldness bordering on insolence. A rare breed. Go on. Leave us, Volak. This is not for Ladician ears. You may speak.
Right then. You're Denham. The Butcher of Goliath. Is that what they call you? I could care less about the Hierophant's honor, but you'll pay for Gildora.
all too soon.
Why leave, Master Nibith? Where have we to go? Let us see this through to its end. Our end, if need be. What is our purpose, if not this?
We are not here to fight the Wallister. With Hierophant Balbatos gone and the young Lord of Corytonai in their hands, the kingdom will never again rise. It falls to us to make the most of the situation and complete our research. That is our purpose, dear Cressida.
Then let me ask you, as daughter to father, do you not want vengeance for mother and sister? The very man who assaults this castle is their murderer. Forsaking your country is one thing, forsaking kin another. I will not. I cannot.
As stubborn as your sister.
Master Nibeth, why are you yet within? The time for flight is now.
Commander Ronsenbach, it is to my shame you had to witness this.
There is no shame in a daughter so devoted to her people. But Cressida, you must leave here at once with your father.
What? How could you ask this of me? I am full ready to die here by your side, Commander.
Then you're a fool. The lives of me and my men are payment enough today.
No!
His Eminence saw in Master Nibeth's inquiries a light for Galgistan's future. If there's any hope he can claim that prize, the greatest prize, well, then we must devote ourselves to seeing that he complete his work. I do not deny the wrath directed at us by those outside our walls. But you need not bear the burden for that. Complete your research. Prove us worthy of such a boon. Bring joy to Galgistan. Your place is by your father's side, Cressida, for Hector's sake, as well as ours.
But, Commander...
Please, Master Nibeth, go now. Your research shall be our legacy.
I shall consider it my duty above all others.
Godspeed, Cressida. One day, you will tell your own child of the glory and the fall of the great kingdom of Galgistan.
The chariot guide you, Commander.
I was starting to wonder if you'd ever arrive, Denim.
It's over, Zabos. Throw down your weapons and surrender.
Show some respect when you speak to a High Commander, boy. Defeated or not, if we're going to hell, you're coming with us. The Duke? Become the savior of your people? A fine irony. That... We owe you our lives. I suppose thanks are in order. But that begs the question, why? I can't recall the last time a Wallister went out of his way for us. And story was, you were the one behind the massacre at Balma Musa.
I was there, but I had no part in it. I made up my mind to leave the Resistance the moment I learned of their plans for Balma Musa. The Duke repaid me by blaming me for the massacre and placing a price on my head. I knew then who my true foe was. The age-old struggle between Wallister and Golgastani is a lie. Men like the Hierophant and the Duke pit us against each other in their own struggle for power. It is they who deserve our wrath, not you and I.
And as you rise to become a leader of men, tell me, do you never worry that you become the tyrant you replace? What will you do then?
Should it come to that, I am prepared to forfeit my life.
That's youth talking. Still, you seem to believe what you say. That's good enough for me.
I hope to prove your trust well placed.
Dark news, Denham. Coritanai has fallen to the Duke.
So, the Resistance has come. I never set out to destroy them. Now here we are. If it means defeating the Duke, if it means bringing peace to Valeria, I fight them only too gladly.
That's a familiar face. Come again.